Yes, sir. What's the deal, man? Let's talk NFL. All right. Week 4. I usually don't really jump off into a lot of picks and whatever case may be to after week 6. But make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notifications bell so you'll be notified every time I upload. Later on, I'll try to get out some picks, some final picks, and some final same game parlays. Okay. I'll be bouncing back and forth from DraftKings, FanDuel, prize picks, all of that. Um, like I said, mainly like a breakdown video. Uh, because there's a lot of people out there that just don't have enough time to research or don't know some good spots and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna talk my shit either way it goes. But yeah, there are some things that I like there, some things that can, and I'm looking for some feedback. All right, I know a lot of people have that same game parlay. Promotion from FanDuel Sportsbook, and if you don't forget to run it in there. Run it in there. My FanDuel always acts slow. It's probably the only one that site that doesn't that does act slow for me on when I'm recording. All right, let me get to the bottom of the screen so we can talk about this shit. All right. Yeah. So like I said, the promos. Yeah. Make sure you take advantage of these promos here. All right, you're gonna get that NFL that risk free or whatever, and you get your money back, win or lose. So so this video gonna help you gears towards that, so shit like that. All right, either way it goes. First game on the docket here, we got the Minnesota Vikings at New Orleans Saints. No Jameis Winston, no Michael Thomas. Hopefully we can get some Jarvis Landry elevated targets out the slot. That's what I really like. Going back to that slot role, heavy target. Chris Olave, he had 13 targets in both games last two games, and that's what we like to see. I don't. Hopefully, Dalton. I don't mind Dalton as a backup. Hopefully, he can run his offense. He probably can run it a little bit more efficient. Who knows? All right. Tight end, I forget his name. Him and Kamara, they probably should see elevated targets, just a couple more targets. So, and then you might have Traquan Smith. Traquan Smith might step up into the number 2 role, or whatever case may be. But it's going to be interesting to see how they incorporate this offense. All right. So, yeah. So, like I said, let's see. Passing props, I probably won't be fucking with that. And then from the Minnesota Vikings side, I mean, same old song, man. You got Justin Jefferson. He's definitely in play for. I mean, but this New Orleans team defense is not a pushover, so we'll get that out the way. But like I said, Jawan Johnson, he's in play. The over 21 and a half yards is in jeopardy here. Receptions for these guys, they don't have his reception prop out over here, but I'm quite sure it is on DraftKings. Matter of fact, DraftKings. Let me just use DraftKings as a landing spot here because they do have a little bit better a landing spot. I like to talk a lot about receptions and things of that nature. I like reception and shit like that. So let's see. Yeah, so we have Hmm. Justin Jefferson, 6.5 receptions. I can't talk you off of that. Adam Thielen, I can't talk you off of that either. Don't like the. I don't. I just don't like the atmosphere of this game. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, they don't have Jawan Johnson up there. So when you look over here to FanDuel, they have Jawan Johnson, and he could be. Yeah, I mean, he could be a beneficiary, a big target. He'd be a beneficiary with somebody like Dalton under him, trying to get rid of the ball. I got some interest in that Jawan Johnson. 21 and a half receiving yards. What is it? 21 and a half receiving yards. I got some interest in that. Let me see what he's been doing lately. Jawan Johnson. It don't matter. I got some interest in that. We don't have him on prize picks. So let's see. Okay, 25 receiving yards, 25 and a half. You could get a better number on the books. Okay, so there you have that. All right. Shucks. Let's keep it moving. Next game we're gonna talk about here is the Jacksonville Jaguars at Philadelphia Eagles. Here, we have what the over under is in this spot. FanDuel act like they're so fucking important to take it to load, take my shit to load just fast. Okay, it's slow. I mean, yeah. So, uh, then we got two different games. Let's just, shucks. No, fuck that, man. Let's go back to DraftKings, man. Um, yeah. So I'll just talk about the Philadelphia game and what I like. All right. So Jacksonville Jaguars and Philadelphia Eagles here. Both of these defenses are better. So let's get that out the way. Especially Jacksonville didn't really see that coming. Trevor Lawrence is playing wonderful football. One interception. That was the first game. He hasn't had an interception in 2 games. So let's get that out the way. If for some reason Zay Jones miss, well, he's been getting peppered with targets. I mean, 10 catches on 11 targets last week. That was pretty good. He's been efficient with Trevor Lawrence. So keep an eye on that information there. If we don't see him, then I'll be looking at somebody like Evan Ingram. He's eclipsed his he's 3.5 right now. So receptions at 3.5 for Evan Ingram. I thought it was at 2.5. Interesting. Let's see. I like it. If he misses this game, Zay Jones misses this game. He's got 3 targets, 8 targets, 7 targets on the last 3 weeks. Tight end spot. This secondary can be tough for Philly. Then you get Evan Ingram roaming around the middle. Like I said, 7 and 8. Let me see. 4, 8, and 3 targets. 7 receptions in week 2. I definitely think he could be a big major part in moving the ball if Zay Jones misses this one, and it's a possibility he can still be in there. A good option even if Zay Jones does play. Because like I said, between Christian Kirk, Marvin Jones, and the emergence of Zay Jones, these guys have a decent receiving corps. Christian Kirk has been killing it. His props are in play. I think his receptions are sitting at 5.5. And then on the other side, I'm going to have some interest in somebody like Goddard, man. I mean, I think his reception probably sitting at 4.5. So even on PrizePicks, 4 receptions, I'm just going to have to, I'm going to take heed to that. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, because the secondary for here, I mean, that's where you want to target Jacksonville at. The secondary, they run game. They run D has been pretty good. The first 3 games, despite who they've been playing, but I can get that because the whole fucking receiving corps is in play. To tell you the truth, because you're gonna have guys like AJ Brown and Smith out there, and then they got a low target prop right here. I think it's 5 for AJ Brown. So I think that's definitely in play. I'm waiting for PrizePicks to drop the targets. So I really like to bet targets. So I'm waiting for them to drop the targets. But either way it go, 5 receptions for AJ Brown, Christian Kirk. That shit is in play. All right. 4 receptions for Devontae Smith and 4 for Dallas Goedert. It's a pick your poison type of thing there. All right. I probably would take AJ Brown first. And it's like a toss-up between Dallas Goedert and Devontae Smith. So everything's a go when it comes to that. AJ Brown will probably be my favorite throwing though. Yep. So and on the books, it's probably going to be 5.5. 5.5 for plus money for AJ Brown. Yeah, I'll take that. And then I can't talk you off of 5.5 for Christian Kirk. There's just a target monster there. Okay. Oh shucks. Tennessee Titans at Indianapolis Colts here. All right, the atmosphere of this game is not something I'm going to really like. To tell you the truth, we have a over under 42.5 in this spot. So you're going to get guys like let's take these guys for what they're worth and what they do. All right. In a matchup like this, Derrick Henry, all right, he's going to have to get, like 20 touches. And then you counter that with Jonathan Taylor. You're gonna get these guys should be getting 20 plus touches. Okay, that's in the rush game. All right, that's gonna slow the game down. You know what I'm saying? And then it's gonna probably allow the it's probably gonna allow the quarterbacks to key in on they number one guys and stuff like that. For the Colts, they're gonna key. He's Michael Pittman. Matt Ryan's gonna key in on him. 5.5% receptions is in play there. Let's see. Robert Woods is showing signs that coming off the injury, he's fine. So the 4.5 receptions is not out of the realm of possibility. You can't be too far all over the place, though. I ain't even gonna lie, because if both of these running backs had their way, they could either way the clock. This game could be shortened out. You know what I'm saying? So take these players for what they do. And this is not the run and gun up and down. At least from my opinion, it's not going to be that type of game. Okay, so Treylon Burks, love Treylon Burks, but I don't know if I'll be able to get to him this week because of game script. I just think they're going to run. Speaking of run, if they could keep Derrick Henry incorporated into the passing game, that'd be wonderful. He really needs that to get out in open space, to get some passes, catch some passes, and get a chance to go one-on-one with some of these fucking DBs so he can stiff arm their ass all the way into the stands. So the over 1.5 receptions for Derrick Henry at minus 145, you can use it as a parlay piece of anything. I mean, I like that. Let me see what he did do last week. Let's give you guys a quick. I wanted to take the 25 yards receivers for him last week, and it was plus like 450 when I caught it, when I seen it, and I didn't even pull the trigger. That was crazy, man. But they should have been doing that for years ago, man. Get them out there, get them going, get them in stride. Let's see. Derrick Henry, let's see. 20 attempts, 13 attempts versus Buffalo. Game script didn't favor him. Pass. They're projected to be losing anyway. When you have to pass, then it is what it is. New York Giants, calm game script there, 20 rushes. All right. So last week versus Vegas receiving category, he had 58 yards, 6 targets, 5 receptions. That's what they need to do. We need to see more of that. Get him on the outside so he can get them juices flowing, catch one of them DBs out there and run and knock 5 from running their ass. So I hopefully they do that. All right. Now, like I was saying, with with Jonathan Taylor, on the other hand, they're gonna be looking around ground and pound. This Tennessee team, I don't like them against the run. I don't think they're that good versus the run. All right. So when you get week 1, 31 attempts, rushing attempts. Jacksonville, 9 attempts. Week 2, I don't know what happened. Get back to the script versus Kansas City, 21 rushing attempts. That's what they're going to be looking here. They're going to be looking to feed Jonathan Taylor. And then as far as the receivers go, they're going to be getting right back to the script, man. When you got Pittman, he's gonna pepper him with targets. His only 2 starts this year. 8 receptions on 9 targets, 9 targets on 13 receptions. He's definitely in play here. So just, it is what it is, man. The proof is in the pudding. 5.5 receptions for Michael Pittman. Give it to me. All right. DraftKings allows you to put receptions in same game parlays. Take advantage of it, okay? Take advantage of it. Robert Woods, same old song, man. He's going to be number 1 receiver. It is what it is. I don't have a side in this one right now. I'm mainly talking about players and props and shit. If I got it. Chicago Bears and New York Giants here. We got some shit going on with this one here. We have a over under 39.5 here, and it's the Bears and the Giants, man. So Montgomery is hurt. He'll be out for this one here. Then you got a host of injuries over here for New York Giants. We have let me see, the Giants and the Bears. Let me pull up. Either way it goes, Shepard, he's down. Kadarius Toney, he's down. These are the receivers for the Giants. So let's see. Yeah, Shepard. Let's see. Let me get a depth chart up here for you guys. So yeah. They'll be down Tony, down Robinson. So we're going to see some steals. We're going to see some Richie James Jr. and Kenny Golladay with his no catching ass. And then, it is what it is. All right. So to me, right now, the highest usage player, the best player on the field is going to be Saquon Barkley. That's going to put him in play for a lot of different things. It's probably going to put him in play for receptions, rushing yards, and rushing yards plus reception. Not a fan of neither one of these teams' rushing defense, so let's get that out of the way. All right, Saquon Barkley, rushing prop, is definitely in play for me. When it comes to the receivers, I don't think they put the receivers out yet. Let's see what they got on DraftKings, so I can make sure. So yeah, they didn't put. Okay, so they got Richie James, a parlay piece. Give me the over 3.5 receptions for Richie James. I'll take that. All right, give me it's a parlay piece minus 170. But hey, that's what we do. All right, I'll take that. I don't give a fuck. Saquon Barkley over 3.5 receptions is definitely in play at minus 170. That's another play parlay piece. They're gonna have to get him going early and often. I don't know what the Chicago Bears are doing right now. I was looking earlier at targets here. I don't know what they're going to do with Fields. I just don't know, man. It seems almost as if they're sabotaging him or something, like they don't want him or something like that. So let me go over here to the passing props real fast. Let me go over here to the pass attempts. I don't think he's going to clip his passing attempt number yet this year. It's sitting at 23.5. Let's pull up some numbers where his pass attempt numbers, okay? I don't even think he's had 20 pass attempts. Probably once this year. Fields, let's see. Pass attempts. 17, 11, and 17. Crazy, man. Crazy, man. Bears didn't do shit. It's like they throwing them under the bus or something. Throw a receiver out there. They see the run game is blocking. They might be shooting themselves in the foot with this season. Just rebuild the shit. They could have put somebody out there at least to try to win some games. I don't know what the fuck is going on in Chicago, man. My Chicago Bears. But either way it go, Herbert's gonna step into the fold. I mean, he's in play, man. He's in play for me. I don't know if I'm going to take his full receiving prop, rushing prop though. I might alter it down, man. I don't have a player. I don't have a side in this game though, man. It's hard to tell when they're gonna let these players be. It's hard to tell, man. I don't know what they're doing with Justin Fields. I just don't know, man. You guys know what they're doing. You let me know. All right. What's the next game we got on the docket here? Buffalo Bills at Baltimore Ravens. Keep an eye out on the weather across the industry. If everything's good, then I love this game here. Gabriel Davis. He's one guy that's going to be on my radar. I just like the spot for him. You're going to have Stephon Diggs on the other side, and this Baltimore Ravens secondary has not been good. And if you're going to get your best out there on Stephon Diggs, then Gabriel Davis should be able to shine in the spot here. He's probably going to get into the end zone, start him in my fantasy, and I'm definitely going to take the over 3.5 receptions for him. Mark Andrews playing like a man amongst boys right now. He's getting his tight end on. They utilizing him really, really good. It's going to be interesting to see how the Buffalo Bills are going to try to defend him. All systems are going. This is a great game environment for you to do same game parlays and stuff. Like I said, keep an eye on the weather. Make sure you get to your weatherman. If you want a meteorologist for fantasy sports and betting, you can look at Kevin Roth on Twitter. He can give you some good insights on some of these games, these important games, no matter what the sport is. Okay, but yeah, it's just so many things that's a go here in this spot. 3.5 receptions for Rashad Bateman. A game script just screams pass. Then you got both quarterbacks run. Come on, man. It's just game script just favors points here. So we have an over-under of 51.5. I'm quite sure that total is moving. Definitely a great game environment for same-game parlays. Get you some yardage, get you a plus 100, and get your ass out of there. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you take care of home. And then, you can fuck around with some long parlays. But all systems are going this here. I don't know which way, who to pinpoint. I was a game on both sides. All right. Los Angeles Chargers at Houston, Texas. We got an over under 44.5 in this spot. And right off the back, Houston, Texas defense has been playing well. That's one thing. But there'll be no Keenan Allen in this spot here. And I don't like this spot for Houston, man. Let's see. Let me get this. Let me just pull up the depth chart here. All right. So look, I don't like this spot for Houston. I just think this Chargers team is better than them on paper, which we all know it is. Dameon Pierce, the game script doesn't favor him, if you ask me. What I mean by that, if the Chargers expected to score, then Houston's expected to be down. Pierce, in more favors, he's not a passing catching running back. Rex Burkhead is more of that type of play. So definitely, he could get played off the field if they fall down. All right. Austin Eckler, his target share is going up with no Keenan Allen. Okay. So that's one thing you can look at there. No Keenan Allen, that pushes Mike Williams to number one. Joshua Palmer is a big beneficiary there, if you ask me. If they could key in on Mike Williams defensively, Joshua Palmer should be able to, take advantage of things. Gerald Everett has been another target there, so they got more than enough weapons to win here. All right. As far as the Texans side here, man, Brandon Cooks definitely a target monster. If they can't key in on him, then Nico Collins could probably leak out for a couple catches. Not too much else I'm looking at there. Like I said, that Cooks is a target monster, man. So when you're looking at Cooks, I mean, let's see, 7 targets, 10 targets, 12 targets this year. On 2 catches against Chicago, it really hurt me. I took him on that. It really hurt me. I don't know what happened there, but the targets are there for him, so I can't talk you off of that. I have to talk about targets because PrizePicks are going to put the targets up in a little while. But like I said, interesting play here is going to be Palmer here. All right, it's probably going to be out there, the number 2 receiver. Any options of Keenan Allen, the targets are there: 9, 8, and 4, 6 and 4 and 3 receptions here. Let's see what his PrizePicks receptions is. Palmer. 47.5 receiving yards. I like that. Given severity of what's going on. They don't have his receptions out right now. Let's go over here to DraftKings, and I'll show you the receptions, what the receptions are looking like. Palmer. Okay. I don't see him. 4.5. They don't even have Rex Burkhead at 2.5 is interesting. And they don't even have Eckler's retargets up there. So Eckler. Let's check out Eckler's. They don't have his receptions up there. I do like him to get a touchdown in this spot. So I mean, I like Eckler's receptions, man. I like his receptions. I ain't gonna lie. Without Keenan Allen, it's time for them to get back to doing what they used to do. All right. It's time to get back to doing what they used to do. Last week, let's see, reception targets, 8 targets, 10 targets, 4 targets, 8 receptions, 9 receptions. You know the drill. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a running back. All right, that's what I like. You know what I'm saying? PPR formats and DFS, get down with it. Okay, that's what I'm fucking with. All right, so I like that. Receptions, yards is in play as well. All right. Let's see if I can speed this shit up. All right, Seattle Seahawks at Detroit Lions. We got an over under 47.5 in this spot here. We got key injuries. Seattle Seahawks. I'm going to use a depth chart here. All right. So what I'm going to tell you what I'm like here. I like this game environment. Number one, secondary for Detroit Lions. I don't like it. It's not good. Even the running, even the defense, they're just giving up points. You know what I'm saying? They can score them, but they're giving them up. So Rashad Penny, he's definitely in play for me for all platforms. I think it's a possibility he can get in there for a touchdown. He's a really good runner. No DeAndre Swift, Jamal Williams definitely in play, touchdown, and his receptions on PrizePicks sitting at 2. Give me that. I'll take that. All right, I'll take the receptions sitting at 2. Okay. Let's see, receptions. Okay, there it is. I was there. 2. I'll take that. In the absence of Swift, you're gonna have to hit me upside the head. I'll take that. Worst kind of worst, we can get a push here. Okay, so that's one thing I do like there. Okay, getting back to where we were at, and rushing yards. I mean, it's in play. A touchdown. I mean, he's a touchdown candidate. All right. Man. Okay. Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf. Tyler Lockett has been, getting peppered with targets. DK Metcalf, he can pop out in this one here. All right. Now, Amon-Ra St. Brown won't be playing. Josh Reynolds, DJ Chark, and TJ Hawkinson. Those 3 guys should be main beneficiaries of targets. Amon-Ra St. Brown have been getting double-digit targets every week. All right. So Josh Reynolds, DJ Chark, both of their targets, both of their receptions, and TJ Hawkinson, all are sitting there for. It's going to be a pick your poison type of thing. I can't tell you which one I like the most. All right, probably would be DJ Chark. Josh Reynolds can really pop out there too, man. As far as touchdowns for those receivers and shit, anybody could pop out there. Anybody could pop out there, to tell you the truth. All right, moving along. Next game here. New York Jets at Pittsburgh Steelers here. We got an over under 41.5 in this spot here. And, we will have Flacco. Flacco should be going to the bench for this one here. And Flacco should be going to the bench for this one here. And Zach Wilson should step in and play here. All right. Now, Flacco had been throwing the ball a ton. Now I'm a little bit worried for the simple fact that I don't know, man. Because look, you had Elijah Moore getting peppered with targets. Garrett Wilson for sure, and he was, nice hands. You know what I'm saying? So the targets have been there. He's been getting, double-digit targets a game, and getting 7, 8, 9, 10 catches. Wilson, he had a nice rapport with Corey Davis and Elijah Moore last year. Now you got Gary Wilson stepping into the fold. If they stay pass happy, which I don't know, so if they stay pass happy, then it's a possibility. All these guys can get there. If you alternate from same game parlay, I kind of like this environment. Especially speaking from the wide receiver standpoint, from the other side, Deontay Johnson. 5.5 receptions. I think it's at 6.5 right now. Sign me up for that. All right, sign me up for it. I mean, he's just been a monster in that category. I mean, all season long, double-digit targets every game. Double-digit targets every game. So I can't talk you off of that. All right. So that's what I'm looking at for this one here. Don't really want to mess with Najee Harris in this one. Maybe a touchdown, but I probably won't go there, to tell you the truth. But yeah, man, I'm looking at the most highest usage players, and most consistent. And when you couple that with the fact, if that's what I'm looking for, then I'm definitely looking for somebody like Deontay Johnson. It just don't stop. Like I said, the receptions, 11 targets, 10 targets, 12 targets, 6, 7, 8 receptions there. All right, so sign me up for the receptions. Win, lose or draw. He's been producing. He's been producing. Okay. But yeah, like I was saying, let me see. On the Jets side, I really want to go to Gary Wilson, but I'm scared now because Flacco's not in there. 11 targets, 14 targets, 6, 8, and 4 catches. All right. The man has been pretty good. All right. The man has been pretty good. All right. The rookie, he's been pretty good. Last but not least, I got to mention Conklin. Conklin has been ultra consistent when it comes in the target share, or whatever case may be, and efficient. 8 targets, 8 receptions on 8 targets, 6 receptions on 9 targets. Then week 1, 4 out of 7. He's been playing some good ball. Okay, let's see what this receptions props are going to be looking like on DraftKings. Shucks, here. Let's see. Conklin, 3.5 receptions at plus 130. Okay. Gary Wilson, 4.5 receptions plus 120. 5.5 for Deontay Johnson. Look at that. 5.5 for Deontay Johnson, man. So, it is what it is. And that's how I liked it. That's how I'm rolling. All right. Sticking to the highest usage players, man, and altering them in same game parlays. You know what I'm saying? This is a good because concentrated usage where we know exactly where the ball is going, I like that. All right. And I'll have some plus 100s coming out later on tonight. Now I will probably be a 10-minute video. I'll blast them up there. This video is getting long as fuck right now. Let me speed through this. Man, Cleveland Browns at Atlanta Falcons here. We got an over under 47.5 in this one, and it's kind of tricky to me. It's kind of tricky to me. Cleveland Brown wants to play one way, and Atlanta wants to play another way. All right, give me. I know. Chubb. I know Chubb is his rushing prop is sitting at probably 90 yards or something like that. But give me the over, man. Give me the over. Let's see. It is shot up to 100. Woo! Give me the. I don't say give me him for. I tell you what I'm telling you right now. I want Chubb for a touchdown, maybe 2. You know what I'm saying? That's how we're gonna do this. That's how we're gonna do that. What prop is this? Rush and reception yards. Okay, so his rushing yards is at 88.5. All right, I'll take that. And then what's this? Oh, fantasy score. What's his attempts? 18.5 attempts. I think that's doable. So I don't know what his attempts is on the books, but I think that's doable. Yeah. But man, Amari Cooper, he's in play for me, and I usually like to target some. I usually like to target, but I just don't like the. I don't like the game script. It's possible that I usually target. I like to target Mariota in the passing game. Well, the only 2 guys that makes it, Drake and London and Kyle Pitts, but I just don't like the. I don't know, man. I don't know about this total. I just don't like the. I don't know, man. I think Cleveland might be able to control this game just from a running standpoint with Kareem Hunt and Chubb. Like, I don't know. So I like Chubb props though. All right, I like Chubb props. So that's where I'm at with that. I'm just not forcing anything. I'm going with who needs to do what. Washington Commanders, Dallas Cowboys. Now we're gonna get 41.5 over under first and foremost here. All right. Then you got a division game. All right. So that's one thing. And then I think we get Dalton Schultz back for Dallas. And I think we get the number 2 receiver back. 2/3 slot guy. What's his name? I always forget his name. So Michael Gallup. All right. So I think he might go back to the slot. Noah Brown stays on the outside, and then CeeDee Lamb. All right. So everything's a go for me in here. To tell you the truth, I ain't gonna say everything, but I like the passing game in this one here. I lie. The usual suspects. When you come out to like CeeDee Lamb has been getting peppered with targets, 12, 11, 11, like two receptions the first week, but 7 and 8 receptions the next 2 weeks. I think these impressions are in play, and you can sign me up. I ain't even gonna lie. Now, on the other side, you're gonna get McLaurin. He's been coming on late in the game, but I can't talk you off his receptions or anything like that. I mean, last 2 games, he's been stepping it up in the second half. 8 targets, 9 targets, 6 receptions, 4 receptions. The one who's been most consistent is going to be Curtis Samuel, and he's been utilized very, very well. So how the fuck do I get that shit? Okay, yeah. He's been utilized very, very well. 10 targets, 9 targets, 11 targets, 7 receptions each game, 8 being the high. Yards 48, 78, and 55. He's got 2 touchdowns on the season. And Dotson has been playing well as well. So, I think they're going to be able to put up points in this game. It's going to be a division game, so it could be ugly. But 41, what is it, 41 and a half? That total could be in jeopardy, man. That total could be in jeopardy. Dallas Cowboys have been sacking the shit out of quarterbacks this year, and what's his name? Wentz, his ass could be in trouble. Okay, he could be in trouble. So interception is in play for Wentz there for me. But I like a lot about that game. I can just go on and on. J.D. McKissick is another guy. If you want to sneak in there and try to get to some receptions, J.D. McKissick has been targeted early and often in this scheme. I'm gonna talk about him. I'm show you what he's been doing lately, and I'm gonna get out of there. All right. So and this blue shit. Okay, there you go, man. Damn, why is my shit doing that? Either way it goes, receiving. All right. 9 targets, 7 targets, and 3 targets. All right, 6 receptions, 7 receptions, 3 receptions, 30 yards, 52 yards, or 20 yards. If the game script allows them to, pass or say call for them to pass, and they're suspected to be down, then you can look at J.D. McKissick in the pass game all the time, early and often. Okay. So next game I want to talk about here is going to be Denver Broncos at Las Vegas Raiders here, and this game has a 45.5 total. Denver Broncos has a hell of a defense. That's how they've been winning because they ain't been scoring shit. All right. So I want to stick to the highest usage players in this spot here, and then I want to spin off real fast. So what I mean by that is Denver has a tough running and passing D, man. So like I said, I want to stick to the highest. Yeah, I want to stick to the guy. It's got to be Sutton for me. All right, it's going to be Sutton for me. All right, so listen here. Courtland Sutton 4.5 receiving yards. Receptions. Give me the over there. Okay, give me the over 4.5 receptions for Sutton. And I don't mind his yards. I got to go see where they are. All right. Devontae Adams 7.5 receptions. I could live without it. Darren Waller I think Darren Waller is in a better spot than Devontae Adams. And while we're talking about spots, in this spot, Derek Carr, give me Derek Carr for an interception in this spot. All right? That's because he's going to try to force some shit. Probably not fucking with Matt Collins, I ain't going to lie, but he probably get peppered with targets. Darren Waller needs to step the hell up because last week was abysmal. 22 yards, like that was unacceptable. 4.5 targets is not out of realm possibilities. They need to try to move this ball. They need to get it out to Darren Waller. Okay, so I got a small lean towards the over 4.5 receptions for him. I'm going to be forced to take the Courtland Sutton 4.5 yards here, and then I want to take a hard look at Josh Jacobs, but I probably don't get there. He's the only one there, though. You know what I'm saying? That's really getting the volume. So I can't talk you off of Josh Jacobs props, rushing props, and maybe slide in there for a touchdown. All right, but I just want to keep it moving. Let's get it. I done ran off. I ran off with a plug with this one here to 40 minutes in this shit. New England Patriots at Green Bay Packers here. Didn't look into this game too much here. What I will say is, let me tell you what I will say here. Let me show you guys here. Green Bay. Okay, so I'm just gonna use the depth chart here. All right. Now, if y'all guys was here with me during the preseason here, Romeo Dubs, he's no stranger to me. He's been good. Then Rodgers had been talking him up, in camp. Now we got Watson. He's going to be back because he was hurt. So I still like Romeo Dubs. All right, that don't mean I'm gonna go there or whatever case may be. On the other side, Jacoby Myers. I'll be looking at his reception prop. He's a target hog there. A former quarterback just knows where to be on the field. Aaron Jones. I think Aaron Jones is in a good spot here. So, and A.J. Dillon is just a pick your poison on guys are going to pop. But I think, Aaron Jones, giving him the number one back, I think he's in a good spot here. All right. Don't like this. Anytime you see Bill Belichick and I just don't like it. All right. So let me keep it moving here to another game. Well, that was it. I'm not going to touch on this Kansas City. I'll touch on the Kansas City game here. Hey, I'm gonna like receiving yards for. I'm gonna like receiving yards for. I want. You know what? I'm gonna have to tell my expectations on that. I'm going to like a touchdown for Leonard Fournette, and I'm probably gonna like receiving yards for Leonard Fournette too, man. He's gonna be in the passing game a lot. Okay, he's gonna be in the passing game a lot here. All right. So let's see. 24 and a half. Mike Evans, I'm going to like the receiving yards for Mike Evans. I'm going to like a touchdown for Mike Evans. And then Kansas City, I don't really have to tell you what I like about that. Kelsey for sure. Kelsey for sure. Touchdown. I like a Kelsey touchdown for sure. But one thing about Tampa, I was reading early, Tampa hasn't allowed a touchdown to a running back rushing or receiving this year. It's only been 3 games, but just throwing it out there. All right. But yeah, I'm on the night game for another episode there. I didn't want to keep going back and forth from site to site to site. So everything that I said on one, it applies to PrizePicks and things like that. With that being said, man, I'm out, guys. Peace.